Hey viewers, welcome back to our channel EduShep. Today I'm back with few MCQs on life processes for class 10th from science subject. We already knew this that CBSE has changed their exam pattern for term 2. That is, they are no more gonna give subjective paper, they are gonna give objective paper, that is MCQs. So you can take these MCQs as a revision or a help for your preparation. So I have brought a very easy bits for the students so that they even get or gain marks from the direct bits also. What we do is we students prepare harder bits thinking that examiner only gives harder, but no, sometimes when examiner shows pity on us, they also give some of the direct bits. So let's see how are these bits gonna help you or how are these. So let's get started. The first one here is biological process of removal of excess waste or toxic from the body is called dash. So the removal, okay, whatever the toxic material which is removed from your body, through which process it is removed. So I will be giving you the definition of the options I have here. Also I'll explain you the answer too. Okay, so first one you have here is ammonification. Ammonification means formation of formation of ammonia from nitrogen. So this is not our answer. Next one is excretion. Excretion is the removal of excess waste or toxic from body. So this is our answer. But I'll tell you the other two options also. Nutrition means we already know that intake of nutrients for the energy purpose is nutrition. Transportation is a very common word which we use. Transport of anything is known as transportation. Okay, the second one here is overall equation of photosynthesis. Let me tell you guys, this is a very important equation. This is asked for every entrance examinations, also even for this term exam also it can be asked, we never know. But here what you can or how you can read or remember this is like, you have to read it as, you have to remember these moles for sure, because see, if you see here, I have given options here, I have missed out moles here. This here is 6 moles, here no moles is there. In textbook if you see it, there are 6 moles of carbon dioxide for sure. Through this you can directly eliminate one option. Okay, there are no 6 moles, so here itself this option is wrong. This is eliminated. Now you have to choose between these two. Okay, here if you see 6H2O is in there, only 6 is, so this is your wrong option. So the correct answer is this one. How you can remember is 6 moles of carbon dioxide when reacts with 6 moles of water, it will give you glucose and oxygen and water in 6 moles. And also I have one thing to tell you here. The hydrogen present over here in the reactant site will give you oxygen, okay, and this carbon dioxide will let you form this oxygen. Okay, the oxygen present with glucose is formed from carbon dioxide, 6 moles of carbon dioxide. For your level this isn't required, but in higher classes it will be asked. Okay, so this is our answer. Let's look into third question. The movement of a substance from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration is. So the movement of, whenever you see high to low, that should be diffusion. Without any doubt you can mark diffusion, but from high to low. But if they, in the question if they have mentioned you through membrane something or semi permeable membrane, then you should go with osmosis. Okay, but for now there is no membrane given in the question, then it should be the diffusion. Your answer is option D, diffusion. What are the examples of autotrophs? We all know that autotrophs are the producers, okay, in nature. The autotrophs means plants which have the autotrophs means which plants which have the capacity to produce their own food. Okay, if you see in all of this, plants is mentioned here, so this is your answer. Also fungi is an obligate parasite, means it can behave both the ways. If water is required, it can use the food. If food isn't available, it can depend on other organisms. Amoeba is Okay, it is dependent, it's not autotroph, it is a consumer, it is dependent. So the answer is this. And also let me tell you, blue green is also called as cyanobacteria. I'm unable to write properly, sorry, due to this marker, but I am telling you, it is called as cyanobacteria. Okay, blue green is also called as cyanobacteria. In the question, if they have in the options, or in the question, if they have mentioned autotrophs in the options, if they have told you plants and cyanobacteria, then you can without any doubt mark that option. Okay. Next one is respiration and photosynthesis takes place in which organelle? We all know that, and even up to now, you might have knew this, that photosynthesis takes place by chloroplast. In two options, you have chloroplast. See, if you know exact about anything, first you should know how to eliminate it. Okay, if you know the answer, you can eliminate the other options, so that you go to the correct answer present. Okay, so nucleus is concerned with all the gene, DNA, genetic material process, so nucleus is not an answer. And endoplasmic reticulum is involved in the synthesis of proteins and lipids. The things which are synthesized in endoplasmic reticulum is packaged and transported by Golgi. So these both are not our options. And lysosomes are like waste, okay, like suicidal bags, dump yard, you can like everything, the cells which everything disposes is thrown into the lysosome, and if there is something, it acts as a suicidal bags. Okay, so now mitochondria is your answer. Okay, so mitochondria organelle respiration takes place, and in chloroplast photosynthesis takes place. Also, in which part of the chloroplast it will take place means, if they give you thylakoid, uh, so I'm unable to write, sorry for this, but thylakoid, okay, in chloroplast, the main photosynthesis takes place in thylakoid, because the pigments are present in the thylakoid. These are like membrane like. Okay, so the answer here is respiration takes place in mitochondria and photosynthesis takes place in chloroplast. And one more tip I want to tell you all is, whenever such questions are given where you have asked for both the options, or if you have asked two answers, then you should remember one thing is that first you need to look what question is asked first, and in the options where that is mentioned. See, for example, here I have asked respiration first, you have to look for mitochondria first. If I have given photosynthesis at the first place, then you have to look at the chloroplast first. Remember this. Okay, don't in a hurry we all make mistakes, even I had done like this. So I wanted to all of you to keep this in mind, so that you don't make any mistakes. So the option is mitochondria and chloroplast. Next one is which pigment absorbs light energy? Okay, uh, pigments are present in the chloroplast. Okay, and this xanthophyll is also a pigment, but it is a colored pigment. It contains colored giving components, it is not light absorbing. Okay, so this is not our option one is eliminated. The other one, chloroplast is not a pigment, this is organelle, so the other one is also eliminated. Now we are remained with chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll is present in chloroplast, but chloroplast cannot be pigment. It is like organelle in which chlorophyll is present. See, I have here, I have used elimination method. Through like this also you can answer the question if you don't know the exact answer to it. Okay, now here our answer is chlorophyll. Next one, where does gaseous exchange takes place in plants? Okay, gaseous exchange means the gas giving out to the environment and taking. This is like a respiration only, but in plants. Okay, so how it take place? We know that photosynthesis takes place in chloroplast, so this cannot be an answer. Stomata, if you know, these are your god cells you have. This is your stomata, and you have subsidiary. I know I am unable to draw, but I hope you understand. When you open your textbook, you will have this diagram, so you can understand through that. So opening and closing. Okay, opening, the stomata is opened and closed by God cells. This helps in that. So this is not your answer, is not your chloroplast. So gas, oh, okay. Okay, where does gaseous express takes place in plants? Here they have asked you for plants. If they ask you for humans, that shall be your answer, should be alveoli. But here they have asked you for, they have asked you for plants. The answer is not chloroplast, because it's not uh, this is not a place, means this is a organelle. And if you see, these are your God cells, inside this stomata is present. Okay, so God cells function. For to answer this question, you should know the function of God cells. God cell function is used to open and close, so that water enters or water moves through the stomata. So your answer, gastric exchange takes place through stomata in plants. Your answer is stomata. The other one is parasitic nutrition is observed in which organisms. First of all, let me tell you, parasitic nutrition means which cannot prepare their own food. They are dependent on other organisms, like plants are producers. So these parasites are consumers. Also, they can also affect their host. This is a different story, and it is a very deep content for your class. You shall read about it at your higher classes. For now, I'll just tell you what is this parasitic nutrition. It is dependent. It cannot prepare their own food. They need a host for their survival, definitely. So if you see here, fungi and bacteria are dependent. Okay, plants are autotrophs. Okay, plants are autotroph. They cannot be parasitic. Okay, so this is not your answer. Fine. Animals are consumers. Okay, if plants are producers and animals are consumers, that is we all know that's a definite point. So these both cannot be an answer. So we have remained with fungi and bacteria. As I told you before, fungi can act, may or may not be. If the food is available, it can use it properly. If there is not food available, it behaves like a parasite. Taking food from its host by harming or without harming. Okay, that's a different story. Okay, that is another side of the knowledge. Okay, so next one here we have is, which type of nutrition is observed in amoeba? So amoeba is a unicellular organism. It takes food with the help of forming pseudopodia. If you know, it will be like this. This is a single cell. This can form, if the food is here, it will just start moving like this, and then it forms a pseudopodia here, and you takes this food. What is called this type of nutrition is our question. What is called this type of nutrition is a question. Fine. So saprophyte means, saprophyte are the animals. Saprophyte is the organism which depend on dead and decaying matter. If you have seen near the trees, you see so much dead leaf or dried leaves. They use that type of thing. So amoeba cannot be saprophyte. Pseudopodia, this kind of word doesn't exist. Okay, pseudopodia is there, but not pseudopodia. In order to confuse you, examiner gives such type of words. You should know the meaning of every word you read. So if you don't know, also you google it, or you study, you ask your teachers, or you ask your anybody who knows, who has knowledge about it. But so as amoeba uses pseudopodia, if you don't know the answer, you blindly mark pseudopodiac. As it uses pseudopodia, it can be pseudopodiac nutrition. If you don't know, you can mark like this. But here answer is holozoic. Holozoic nutrition means complex. What we have, the complex food organic matter, or whatever it is, the complex things are broken down into simpler, and then it is used. That is called as holozoic. amoeba uses food like this only. It obtains its nutrients like this only. So hence it is called as holozoic. Okay, I have used this. Okay, holozoic nutrition. Let's look into the last and final question we have. Autotrophs are dash and heterotrophs are dash in food chain. I hope you all know that food chain, about food chain, like plants is eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper is eaten by um, lizard or frog, something like bigger frog is eaten by snake. This is called as food chain. Means in nature we have all the organisms or animals dependent one on the other, like we eat some, like this. That's what food chain, that's how we are surviving. So as I have already told you in the previous slides, that autotrophs means blindly you should know plants are your autotrophs. Means plants matlab producers. So look in the first in the options where producer is mentioned, that shall be your answer. Okay, consumers, this cannot be an answer, because you should have producers at the first side. Okay, both producers. Okay, let me tell you, heterotrophs means dependent. Okay, which are dependent on plants, like how we are dependent on our parents for now. That's how the heterotrophs are, they are dependent on plants, so they are consumers. Now you have got your answer. Now look into the options where you will find an option of producer and consumer. If you find that option, that shall be your answer. Oh yeah, I found out. Yeah, these your answer. Autotrophs are plants and heterotrophs are consumers, which will be dependent on the lower level organisms. Okay, so I hope I am clear with few MCQs I have chosen from life processes. I'll take this as part 1. I shall come up with part 2 soon. Okay, you can check these easiest bits as a revision purpose also, as I know you're gonna give your exams with after a week or something. I know about this. So as you're gonna give, I know I'm very late with these videos. So as if now I'm thinking, like, you can revise it, like when you're going for exam, you can just go through all these MCQs I will be giving you, or whatever I have given up to now. You will be able to answer some of the easiest at least. Okay, so thank you for watching this. If you like this video, please do like, comment, share, and do not forget to subscribe. Okay, and all the best, guys. Give your best, do not lose hope, do not worry, your presence of mind will do work. So all the best once again. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, guys. Bye bye, take care.